let's chat about your little one's naps. Are they constantly only taking 20 to 30 minute naps? No matter what you do, they just won't go to sleep during the day? Short naps can be quite tricky, especially if you feel like you're not getting the break that you need during the day. So let me clarify some questions for you in order to understand why your little one is always taking short naps. What is considered a short nap? A short nap is less than one sleep cycle, which is 45 minutes. A nap longer than 45 minutes shows that your little one is able to transition from one cycle to the next. When your little one is able to transition from one cycle to the next, they are able to have a more restorative and consolidated sleep. My baby only naps for 30 minutes. Is this a problem? This can become a problem if your little one is not getting the restorative and consolidated sleep that they need. This leads to the following. Your little one is always cranky during awake times and overtired. Overtiredness then leads to frequent night wakes and early rising. Short naps can also make parents feel like they are stuck at home because their little one is too tired and will probably need a nap soon. Short naps may also stress and frustrate parents, which then leads them to obsess over their little one's sleep, sucking the joy out of parenthood. And I'm sure you've been in a situation where you try to copy exactly what you did 2 weeks ago when your little one had great naps. I've been there too, especially with my first child. But the thing with naps is you have no control over many things. You cannot control whether your little one takes a nap or not, how long the nap is for, but there are things that you can control, which we'll chat more about later. Are short naps developmental? Yes, they are. If your little one is less than 5 months old, it is totally normal for them to have short naps. It is around 5 to 6 months old where a child's nap consolidates. What do I do when my baby takes short naps? If your little one is less than 5 months old, it can be helpful to try and resettle your little one after they wake up from a short nap. But please do not try to do this for every nap, as this can frustrate and stress you out. Try to extend 1 to 2 naps a day, for this can really make a huge difference. You can extend your little one's nap by patting them, rocking them back to sleep, or doing the rest of their naps on you. But remember, if you've been trying for 10 to 15 minutes and your little one just won't go back to sleep, it is now time to start their next awake window. Don't stress about this becoming a habit or becoming a problem down the line. We're simply addressing your little one's current developmental needs. Yes, longer and more consolidated naps will come as your little one grows. As you work on improving your little one's naps, remember that naps progress or develop separately. The first nap of the day usually becomes longer and more regular, followed by the second and then the third. Begin by focusing on the first nap of the day and working on that. The next naps will follow. If you need assistance with this, take a look at my first 4 months bundle, which I've linked below. This gentle no-cry sleep guides will give you all the tools that you need to help you tackle those short naps. If your baby is still taking 3 or more naps, it is very common for that last nap to be very difficult. Don't let this last nap stress you out. Do anything you can to get your baby to sleep, whether that's in their pram or in the car or in your arms or even baby wear them. But this last nap is very important, even though it is short. It is just to relieve a bit of sleep pressure to help get them through to bedtime. So here are my top tips to improve short naps. Number 1, it's to create a consistent nap time routine and creating a conducive sleep environment. Now, it's important to have a consistent nap time routine because this allows your little one to wind down, relax, and be ready for sleep. Did you know that about 8 weeks old, your little one can actually recognize routine? This allows them to feel secure because they know what's coming next. Your little one's nap time routine can just be a shortened version of their bedtime routine. It can be as simple as changing their nappy, singing them a quick lullaby, and turning on the sound machine, swaddling them and putting them down. Creating a conducive sleep environment can also help your little one have better naps. So this means dark room. I always recommend using a blackout blind from 8 weeks old. Using white noise to help soothe your little one, encourage the continuation of sleep, and block out any external noise. And lastly, having a cool room. Research shows that we sleep better when our body temperature drops a little bit. Make sure that it is not cold, just 1 or 2 degrees less. Tip number 2 is having an age-appropriate wake window. Watching your little one's wake windows along with their sleepy cues help prevent overtiredness. When a baby is overtired, their body produces cortisol, which is a stress or wake-up hormone. Too much of this hormone can make your little one dysregulated, making it harder to settle them to sleep. Having an age-appropriate wake window can help your little one build the right amount of sleep pressure that they need, preparing their little bodies for sleep. Think of sleep pressure as a balloon. It fills up as your baby stays awake and also engages in physical and cognitive activities. And the role of naps is basically to relieve a bit of sleep pressure to help your little one get through to bedtime so they are not overtired. On the other hand, if your little one hasn't had the right amount of awake time, they may not have enough sleep pressure to go to sleep or to stay asleep. Tip number 3 is work on co-regulation. Your little one cannot actually self-soothe. This requires the limbic system, which is pretty much the emotional center of our brain, which is underdeveloped in young children. This is why they need us to co-regulate and help them calm themselves down. This is a process where your child learns how to manage their emotions and their feelings with your help. This is why it's super important to approach nap time and bedtime calmly. Your little one will mirror your emotions and how you are feeling. So if you are feeling stressed out and Bub is feeling stressed out during nap time, it's best to pause and take a 30-minute break and then try again. Tip number 4, separate feeding and sleeping. If your little one tends to doze off at the breast or at the bottle, it takes away from their sleep pressure, therefore causing them to wake early from their nap. If this is your bub, try moving their feeds earlier in their awake time. Maybe that's 45 minutes before their nap. You can also try to add another activity between feeding and sleeping. For example, after their feed, you can read them a quick story before putting them down. Tip number 5, ensure your little one is not hungry. Hunger is one of the main causes of short naps. To make sure your little one is getting the calories they need during the day, feed them every 2 to 3 hours. And lastly, tip number 6 is practice falling asleep independently. Research shows that a little one who is able to fall asleep independently are likely to sleep better and longer because they are able to put themselves back to sleep when they wake. Babies younger than 5 months old are not developmentally ready for formal sleep training. However, there are ways you can practice falling asleep independently through gentle and responsive age-appropriate settling techniques. To find out how to do this, check out my first 4 months bundle, which I've linked in the caption below. And an extra tip for you is to work on night sleep first. If your little one hasn't conquered night sleep yet, they are also unable to conquer day sleep. Of course, there are exceptions from these guidelines, but generally, it is better for babies to conquer night sleep first. Lots of parents notice that when nighttime sleep improves, naps also tend to get better. I have one-on-one support options available to help you reach your goals. This includes a full analysis of your little one's sleep, as every baby is different and they all have different temperaments to also take into consideration before finding the right method to help your little one sleep. For more information, visit the link below. You can either choose a 1 week or 2 week support where I will hold your hand through implementing the changes that you need to make. Need more help? Click the link below. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe for more.